That flooring served so many purposes. Oh god, a cat burglar. Were you trying to rob me, buddy?
A toy can hold so many secrets. Carefully pull out the eye.
Okay, she's destroying her child's toy now.
Emily puts the toy right here because it has the best angle.
What? She's a predator. Oh god, she's awful. At this point, surely you'd go to jail, right?
You can see from Michael's happy face that he has been looking forward to this moment.
Of being alone, I don't blame him. He's being abused.
Watch his TV.
He's watching TV with a picture of a woman. Oh, you got him. You got him good. It may not be proof of him cheating, but by God, is it proof of him being elusive. But I guess I will need some equipment, including a skateboard. So I fast and furious my way over there, quarter mile at a time. I figured I'd pop over to Decathlon and just act like I know what I'm doing. Honestly, this looks like a man who knows how to skateboard. Nearly accidentally buying children's knee pads and elbow pads because my Spanish just isn't that good.
But what about the helmet, Kevin?
Don't need one. Got nothing going on up there.
So I know what you're thinking. The hard part is done. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I got the stuff. I'm just going to hop on and skateboard. But it turns out, no, the hardest was yet to come. Who could have seen it coming? Thanks, future Kevin. It is the 7th of February right now, so I have 30 days to try my best to actually learn the drums. I should probably assemble the drums. Okay, we're set up, kind of. I don't know why I expected them to be bigger. I've got my drumming glasses. These are part of my drumming persona. When I put these on, I go from Kevin O'Reilly to Kevin O. Drums. Wow. The caravan had arrived, and as you can see, it was in a bad state. And so, without a moment to waste, deconstruction began. This is highly technical work, mind you, so it incorporated many tools such as the hammer, the nail bar, and the most complicated of all, my foot. You're probably wondering why we have to go back so far to see this deconstruction, which is being done really well and professionally, by the way. We'll get into those reasons a little bit later, as there's a little more to this story than just an old, smelly caravan. Not the piece I wanted out, but that's okay. I'll just put that there, and we'll fix that later. Yay! What is art? Art was invented by Leonardo DiCaprio in 1803. Fantastic artist until the art form reached 20 years old and he lost interest. I'm gonna try and make an art piece by the end of this video, a serious art piece that I'm actually proud of, and I am useless at art. I'm going into this with no experience. We'll hear more from Jose in a while, but my first mission was to go to a store and try to get some art supplies.
There's 10 browns.
And for me, 10 browns is just too much. So I just bought a generic random compilation of art supplies kit that I found online. What a better place to start than a Bob Ross tutorial. I apologize for the lighting. I feel like a clown for messing up, but yeah, it's only for the first bit and then it's fixed. Okay, so here we are. I've got my art set and I'm going to try to copy a Bob Ross tutorial. Wow, I wonder what those things are. Oh, and they even give you a little snack. That's so cool. It's not the greatest snack, but I've had this for a while. Maybe 5 out of 10. Hey there friends, how's it going? My name is Kevin, and today I have a need for speed. Yeah, it might be underwhelming to some, but you've no idea how fast this baby can go. Oh Jesus Christ, what was that? I'll just leave it rest for a second, that's alright. It's a powerhouse, of course it needs to rest. No word of a lie, this thing can go 0 to 60. That's it can go 0 to 60. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. You know what?
I bet I can find a game where I can speed instead. I don't even feel like driving anyway. I love public transport so much. It's just a matter of getting home. I can push, you know, exercise is always good for you.
I think it moved a bit. Or maybe that was just me. How am I gonna get home? I'm losing daylight.
I guess I can hitchhike.
3 days later.
You meet some funny characters out on the road, I'll tell you that much. Oh, I lost all my money and I can't feel my legs. Alright, just bring this to me. Hey there, friends. I'm at my computer now. I think it's time to relax and play some speed brawl.
1 second. Give me 1 second, okay?
Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to our
Okay,
channel.
coming up with the solution to that problem has given me a migraine, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I don't think it's doing anything. But if you made it this far, definitely check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
What type of keyboard do I use? Honestly, I don't know if I'd recommend it because you know what they say about like high-end keyboards and stuff, like they're not really worth it. But I did kind of go all out on mine. I went with a Microsoft 800 wired. It's about $9 on Amazon if you want to pick one up for yourself. But I'm sure you could get something cheaper, cheap and cheerful. You know, I go pretty all out when it comes to my gamer life, because that's all I got going for me. Hey there friends, how's it going? My name is Kevin and I've been on antibiotics for a few weeks due to infection, and I've missed being drunk, and for that reason I bought these. It's like something out of Spore, a failure of evolution. I'm gonna try driving with these bad boys. I feel like I should put in a disclaimer that please don't do this, because it's really stupid. My hands are so far away. The perspective doesn't make sense. Let me just grab a glass of water before we start. Oh no, that felt like it was so much further away. Oh! Oh no, wait. Okay, wait, no cheating. I won't use physical contact. Oh no! How much did I miss? Alright, 1 second, I can do this,
Yay!
Oh, there we go. I'm an optimist, so I'll leave it half full. I couldn't even find my mouth. Let's do an old hand-eye coordination test. Alright, this is Jenga. Well, actually, it's off-brand. It's Timber. How does it open? 1 second. I can do this. I can see that there's tape, I think. Is that tape? Alright. Okay. I'm gonna set these up without the goggles, and then I'm gonna try and have a good old game of Jenga with myself while drunk. I wouldn't like to hear that line about me out of context, because it sounds really sad. You know what the funny thing is that I legitimately thought this was just me seeing the extra R's. I thought it was just called Timber. I didn't know that there's actually extra R's. Alright, I'm ready for this. Oh my god, okay. I look like I'm about to perform a bad magic act. Alright, not too bad. Oh no. Oh my god, okay, I have a reputation for getting a little bit too drunk, but I have never been so drunk to the point my eyes did this. This seems like what a church, like a Catholic school, would tell young people it's like to be drunk. You see as the devil sees. Is it falling, or is that just my vision?
Dang, it's so
Oh, okay. It really looked like it was falling. I'm actually super impressed that I've gotten this far.
How far do you think you'll go? How many more?
I think about that far. This has got to be Dublin, isn't it? Like, I'm sure that... Well, I'm not positive, but I'm... Wait! Holy shit! I've been here! What the shit? I know this place! I did my training here for YouTube. They have a YouTube shop here and you train. No, I did my training. There's an Eddie Rockets there. Yes! I worked in this shopping center for like 2 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks. What the shit? What the hell? What? Oh, yeah, I went into this weird altered dimension. Oh my god, as soon as I went around the corner and I saw the like red brick on the shopping center, I was like, holy shit. Wait, can I go in? I'll show you, I'll show you. What are the feckin' odds? Out of all the places I've been. So this is a weird shopping center. It's like a shopping center, but it's outside. So you go in and it's like, it's covered with kind of awnings, like concrete awnings over the top. But you can, it's actually all outdoors. So like you can see like there, you go down here. So you go in here and go left. That is so feckin' bizarre. That is so bizarre. So you go in there and you take a left, and there was a CEX there, and I did some training there before I opened my CEX store. It is a franchise, by the way, for those of you that aren't that familiar with me. So I had to do a bit of training in there. Hated it, for the most part. The people were nice, but the training was just a joke. I went to another one in Dublin, in Santry, and on the second day, they banned me from the store. They kicked me out. From the training. They just like, I showed up the second day and he was like, you're banned from the store, you're not allowed back here. I was like, grand. because I went there to do supervisor training. I traveled 4 hours the first day, and then I got there, and it was the supervisor of the store that was working there, and he wasn't clued in by the company about why I was there, so he thought I was coming to work at that store and do training to be a supervisor or work in another store. But I was not an employee of CEX. I was just there as like a franchisee. And I show up after 4 hours of travel, and they're like, oh, we don't actually know what to do here, and like we don't know what you're here for, and the manager was supposed to be here today, but he's taking the day off, so we don't know what to do. And then I just kind of sat around for like an hour, and I was like, right, is no one coming? And they're like, I don't think so, but we have some stock checks for you to do. So I was like, no, I'm not traveling 4 hours to do stock checks, so I'm gonna skedaddle and come back tomorrow. And then I went off. I stayed in a nearby hotel, and I came in. I think I was at the same time still doing videos and stuff, so I was getting stuff started in the morning. I came in like 45 minutes to an hour after 9, so they'd been open a while, and the guy just gets like super hostile as soon as I show up. And it was just like, you're not welcome here. We gave you stock checks and you left them there and all this. And I was just like, look, buddy, that's fine with me. I just walked out because like, I'm not getting into a fight with this random dude who clearly we're not on the same wavelengths. It was fucking bizarre. Oh, it was so weird. But the people in this store, the Still Oregon store, were lovely. I just hated that I had to travel so far.
You missed this spot over there. Get a bit of force in here. Just use a bit of strength. I would, but just my shoulders, so I can't.
You're an asshole.
I would love to do it though. Hey there friends, how's it going? My name is Kevin, and today we're going to be doing some cooking. As you know, I'm a chef, and this is my book that I made. It's available down in the description. And here's a copy of my diploma. Okay, so join me on this great adventure as we preheat the oven. Preheat the oven to 190 degrees, fan 170. You see, get a close up here. You see, 150, 200. You have to be a pretty good chef to judge that, and that's 170 right there. It's more like a third eye. Okay, the next step is to lightly butter one of the loaf tins. That's very easy. Lightly butter. Yeah, wait. Hold on. And we'll gently spread this butter all over the tin. You know, some people when they're cooking, they like to eat the cookie dough. Me, I'm more of a butter guy myself. It's pretty good. It's unsalted, so it's actually quite good for you. Sometimes I just eat a whole stick of unsalted butter. Keeps me young. Oh, my hands are all buttery. In a bowl, cream together the butter and the sugar using an electric hand whisk until light and fluffy. Oh no. I have no scale. Okay, we're gonna have to use the measurements on the side here to try and guesstimate how much we'll need. This is about the daily recommended dose of butter. You should be getting this into your system at least every 5 hours. 175 grams of caster sugar. 175. That's like this much. Now, that is exactly right. I know because I'm a chef. Okay, we're gonna get mixing now. Okay, now we need 3 eggs. That's a lot of eggs. Eggs are pretty bad for you, but let's go ahead and add them. Where are they? There they are. Here's some eggs I made earlier. We've got 12 of them. It's been a busy morning. And then we'll just add 3 of them. Oh, it's a little army trick. You get it moist first. That's makes it easier to crack. Just another good job if you ask me. Alright, now we just gotta do that 2 more.
You might be having a hard time with this today. You'll come back tomorrow and your brain will have worked it out. If you can get to that point, then all we have to do at that stage is then add the snare drum, and you'd be able to play the drum beat.
The way Greg says it sounds so easy, but doing it sounds so hard. It's so weird to see someone just moving their arms. They're like, oh, do this. And then you try it and you're like... It just doesn't make sense. It's really annoying. But the thing about drums is, and it's what Greggles was saying, is that it's really about just practicing a bit, stopping, coming back, which is great for someone like me that can't just sit down for hours and just learn. However, I am going to need to practice. I'm going to have to get creative here because I don't like practicing. Okay, so I can practice the foot movement. I've got this set up here, and I can practice the timings as I work, which is, in this case, playing Stardew Valley. I don't know if this is a good idea. I genuinely tread the line between stupid and genius, and I really don't know where I land most of the time. I practiced acoustically, and I've gotten the leg movement kind of down. But I think the real problem actually in the lesson, in hindsight, is that I wasn't wearing my glasses, so how could I play? This is a metronome going at the speed the song needs. And then in between on the ends, I need to hit this. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and so on. I'm getting it. I'm like semi-confident I can do this. I think the problem is that you need to maintain that speed throughout the entire song, and it's really hard to maintain it without losing timing at all. I've literally got a week before I have to leave the country, and this won't fit in hand luggage. I have to stop it there, so I need to nail this track by then. Luckily, Greg came to me in a dream. Or perhaps he sent me a video file. I can't remember. It was so long ago. We're gonna say it was a dream. Dream.
Hey man. What we need to now do is start including the snare drum, so the drum between your legs. What you'll be doing is just playing this beat. Da, 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 da. It's actually really easy. Bass drum, hi-hat, snare drum, hi-hat. That's the pattern.
1 and 2. That was wrong immediately.
Explode the egg rather than crack it. Now this is the easy part. We just need 3 whole eggs. We'll do the speed round. This is the speed run cooking show. All right, there you go. You won't get that anywhere else. I need to wash my hands. Now we're gonna mix it up well and good. And here we go. We just mix them all together. Now we're gonna add 190 grams of powdered sugar. So we will mix this in. Okay, we need to add 65 grams of flour. Okay. We're gonna need to add the flour. I could eat it now. But let's add... Okay, let's melt that again. Sorry about this, I obviously bought some faulty chocolate, but we'll fix that up pretty quick. A chef like me knows what to do. You see, there's one helpful tip to melting chocolate, and that is heat. Yummy. Okay, so we are going to divide up the chocolate mixture stuff amongst all the little tray holes. I don't mean to be so technical, but that's what we're going to do. In layman's terms, I'm going to put the goopy goop in the hole of a goal. The important thing is to be super careful and just scoop it in very gently. Take your time. If you're in a rush, that's fine. Just try not to spill any. Right, so we can just redistribute this into the other ones. Simply move it around, no harm done. Now, you may be asking why we added the butter and the cocoa powder earlier.
I mean, that's what I was asking, so if you know, just please tell me. Thank you.
And we've a bit extra, so we're just gonna make one here. Oh, we never preheated the oven! At this point in the recipe, you realize that you don't preheat the oven. So, you have to sit around for a while and just kind of chill. Just reflect on yourself as a person.
Oh my god, I'm such a failure. This really just adds to everything else. It's just the icing on the cake. Icing on the cake, that's funny.
Okay, we should be good to pop them in the oven now, so let's give it a go. So we will just pop these in the oven for 12 to 14 minutes. I think they might be ready. One because they look burnt, and the others because it hurts my eyes when I go over them. There we go, look at those bad boys. Okay, so we're going to simply cut around the edges to make them come out. That one's leaking slightly, that's fine. I wanted to do that to show you what it would be like if I did one wrong. I wanted to show you two going wrong. Okay, so the trick to these is to really get underneath them and to flip them over rather than taking them out, because if you take them out it'll break them. So here we go. Now that is a chocolate lava cake. So why does mine look like this? Seriously, I've never seen anything.
Although I must say, something insane happened. I almost fell. Look at that. I'm falling. Look at it. And I recovered so well. I must have looked insane to my neighbors. I was on like 1 meter square portion of grass, not moving, in full protective gear, like helmet, knee pads, elbow pads, and I'm not even moving. And then I realized that, oh, that doesn't matter. Everything I just did doesn't matter because it's so much harder on tiles when it's actually trying to move. Why has no one told me about this? Of course, I'm very intelligent, so I figured I'll just make my center of gravity lower, and I'll skateboard that way. Then I figured 7 days of skateboarding like that probably wouldn't be the most entertaining of videos. I'd go to How to Skateboard by Braille Skateboarding, and their whole channel is so good for everything relating to learning to skateboard. Also, this line inspired me a lot.
Are any skateboarders really regular?
They also taught me about which foot you should lead with.
The slide test. You are goofy. I am a goofy skateboarder.
So with my new knowledge of skateboarding, it was time to clean up an area and get started. So now that I had my cool skateboarding area, I was flying. I was just ready to tackle the world. No, not really. No one told me that just standing on it is terrifying. Honestly, I know you could probably go, oh, that must be uncomfortable, but until you try it, you have no idea how uncomfortable it is to just stand on a skateboard. It's so unnatural. And you know what else is unnatural? Like, once you're already on it, how do you get off?
Okay, so here I am on the skateboard. Terrified. I'm head to toe in safety gear. I'm not even moving, and I'm so scared. I'm just trying not to shift my balance in any way. And I've kind of cheated a bit. I put one of the wheels like in the groove of a tile, so I can't really roll away. But still not at the bottom, further down.
You're very young when you're a child.
No, this was 26. I'm 29
years.
now, so.
Okay, when you paint like a child, Picasso is very similar of this, the last time of Picasso.
I couldn't believe it. My first painting and I was already being compared to Picasso. It was a dream come true. And to be brutally honest, I thought it would take me at least 2, maybe even 3 paintings to reach this level.
When it comes to art, do you think that anyone can make art, or does it take a certain type of person to be an artist?
I think that no, that everyone can do. Everybody can make art, yes. Everybody can make art. We make art in the little things, yes.
One thing I really took away from talking to Jose this day is that you can really do art in anything. It doesn't mean you just have to be a good painter technically. You can really create art from literally anything around you that allows you to be creative. And it kind of encouraged me to try out this game I found called Townscaper. And it lets you kind of create your own towns, and you have like some options to customize, but some of it's kind of auto-generated and you just play with it and see. And I figured, why not make a cool little town and then get a really nice print of the town I made.
Oh! Didn't see you there. Well, I kind of did, because I had to set you up and then I went outside and came back in to make it seem like I was coming home. So I got it printed and I'm pretty happy with it, I think. Sorry, there's a glare on that, but I think it looks pretty good. I'm trying to find the perfect angle that you can actually see it. This white light is so blinding. This is like what people see when they look at me when I'm at the beach. It's just like an unknown shade of white. One that's whiter than any other white that came before it. Art hanging challenge, speedrun edition. Alright, I'm so glad I didn't fall off the chair there. Oh, I dropped it. This is the part I hate. I got it. I was just about to say this is the part I hate. I am pretty damn happy with how that looks on the wall. I think this camera actually gives a much better angle on it. Maybe there. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. I must say, after that turned out so well, I'm pretty interested in doing little things, you know, that it's not super artistic, but there is some personality to it. I gotta put some thought into this. Good morning, everyone. You're joining me for my coffee. I lit the fire to keep you warm. I know it's on a TV, but I figure it's electronic and it's gotta give off some heat. So I got this book for Christmas from my... And it's just full of stuff that you can just do. Like, I guess when you're having a coffee or whatever, I thought it was fitting. Like this design your own shoe one, or potato stamp. I'm up to 97. So here's 97 to a metronome to see how close it is. Was that close? Please tell me that was close. The goalposts keep moving on this challenge. It's so hard. I thought it would be easy. I thought I'd just pick it up and just start going, you know, nuts. And you'd all be like, whoa, this guy's amazing at drums. He's like a drumming genius. But now I look like some sort of drumming idiot. The only thing about this, the saving grace, is that the other one was actually a bit slow to the point of it was hard to get into a rhythm, and this one's easier to get in a rhythm, but it's much harder to keep it on track.
I hope none of you clicked on this video with the idea like, this will show me how to learn the drums, because I feel like I've taught you exactly how to not do it. Like, do the opposite of everything I do. I'm sorry for hitting you there. But here's where I'm really gonna shine as a like, why the hell are you learning it this way, Kevin? What are you doing, Kevin? Stop, Kevin. This is the little speaker I've been using. It is tiny, absolutely tiny, and that's what I've been using to play it out loud if I don't want my headphones. Meanwhile, my amp has an MP3 line in on the back the entire time. So you have served me well, but I think it's time to say goodbye.
1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like she's gonna hit me if I don't do it right. I swear these drums keep moving further and further to the right. So I've decided to try and learn to about 90 BPM, which is a bit slower than the original, a bit faster than my attempt, somewhere in the middle to keep it fun, but also to slow it down so that it kind of fits my version. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the scary lady, and here's what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. What's really cool about that is I saw Greggles doing that, and I was like, that looks literally impossible. So it's really satisfying to be able to do. Kind of got the pattern and all the pieces of the puzzle, but I need to do the timing right, and I need to do everything in order. So the way I've decided to do that is basically invent my own music language. I'm the joke once again.
Okay, so this is what I've got from Greggles, who has kindly written it out for me, and what I need to do. So I'm simply going to invent my own language here, and I know it looks like binary, but no, I've got a system here. Let me explain. Oh god, this is getting messy. I feel like it would be easier just to learn music theory at this point. Okay, so as you can see, he said 7 there, and I'm going 7, so that's the bass drum. Then 1 bar of nothing, that's zeros. Full beat is 3. And half beat is 2. Oh my god, this looks like something the Zodiac Killer would have invented.
Okay, today is the day. This is the first time I'm going to be trying the song in its entirety. I know what you think, and Kevin, shouldn't you have done this beforehand, before the day you actually need to record the song? Well, maybe you're right, okay? Maybe I have problems that I've yet to address.
And that's it. I gotta take in some furniture, do a small few touch-ups, but pretty crazy that we're pretty much there. It's wild. I think I'm gonna wait to furnish it until tomorrow, but look at this thing. I think it's like an old xylophone. I think I saw it before, but I never took the time to take it out. It's pretty nifty. I actually can't believe it. It's finally done. It's been a long time coming. I'm not gonna lie with you, about 6 weeks ago, I was thinking of just cancelling this entire project, despite the work that went into it. It's been a lot, and I think I certainly bit off more than I can chew. I started this on Tuesday last week. It is now Monday. It's been 6 days and a lot of work. It's taken a lot out of me, to be honest with you, but kind of in a good way, because I think I've learned my limits. I think I enjoyed the hell out of this project, but I also think some of it was just too much for me. The painting, the flooring, and the ceiling especially, all back to back, was so much. And that day that I said I gave up, I was actually really, I was just defeated. It was the right word for it. I felt like I had everything I could take and still having so much to go. But once I got my rhythm again and I started knocking off tasks quickly, the easier ones, it helped me a lot. This is one of the most special videos I've done, I think, for me personally, so I really, really hope you enjoyed it. I genuinely do. I want to make something fun for me and for you, and something that's enjoyable, you know? So let me know what you think of it, because I want to do more. It's funny because I've said so many times like, oh, this part was too big, that part was too big, and the next project I'm doing is a lot bigger, and I'm starting it this weekend. I'm so happy it's done. I'm so happy with how it turned out. The funny thing is, I'm in such a different place now, personally, that while this started as a Baravan, and it will certainly be used as one occasionally, I'm so happy I have a garden room. I know Anna's going to be delighted. It's so nice to have like an outdoor space that's so disconnected. But this one for me, as cheesy as it sounds, was more about the journey than the actual result. Coincidentally, when I got this caravan to now, has been just a huge mental health journey. I'm in such a better place. Maybe it might not be apparent to you, but it's certainly apparent to me. And I'm really proud I got this done. I said I was going to do it, and I did it. When I'm determined, I will usually get something done, but I think I'm more likely to preemptively know my limits and preemptively know when something's not a good idea. I'm going to spend the rest of today just finishing off some of the really small odd jobs around. It's going to be really nice to relax a bit more. That's some of the stuff you're seeing now. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys a lot. I really do. I probably don't say it enough, but really, really appreciate everything. As I said, let me know what you thought. Can't wait to see everyone rip into me on all the stuff I did wrong. But I'm happy, okay?
Feeling peckish? How about a delicious Kevin lava cake, homemade and full of flavor? Already full from eating too many of Kevin's lava cakes? Don't worry, you can use them to prank your friends.
Oh, come on. You just got pranked.
They're fun and healthy for the whole family. Don't delay. Order today.
I made this one. It's pretty nice, huh? Oh. I've already ruined it. Everything I touch just gets ruined. This is very useful if you don't have any teeth, or you can only eat liquids for some reason. Yeah. Yeah. Ew. No.
Yucky. No. Good. Yuck. Nah. No. Bad. Looks and tastes bad. This nice. Very nice. Very nice. So you just serve this up to your family?
And remember to subscribe to my channel.
Or else. More like more like